Good morning and welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Thursday, the 5th of September. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Cisco has fixed two vulnerabilities in their smart licensing utility. The vulnerabilities could allow unauthenticated remote attackers to elevate privileges or access sensitive information. Where's my coffee? Right, yes, or access sensitive information. So the two vulnerabilities being tracked as CVE 2024 20439 with a CVSS score of 9.8 and 2024 20440 also with a CVSS score of 9.8. The first of those vulnerabilities is due to the presence of an undocumented static user credentials for an administrative account that an attacker could use to log on to an affected system. And the second vulnerability arises due to excessively verbose debug log file information that an attacker could use to exploit to access files via crafted HTTP requests, and those could be used to obtain other credentials. So, if you are using Cisco's smart licensing utility, version 2.3.0 is not susceptible to the bug. So if you're on 2.0.0, 2.1.0, or 2.2.0, or presumably subversions, you are recommended to upgrade to 2.3.0 as soon as is reasonably as soon as is reasonably feasible. There is proof of concept code floating around. So also then I would recommend that if you are using this particular utility, try to keep it off the internet, unless you have some good business reasons why it should be internet accessible. So there is a new piece of malware, Emans Repo, EMANSREPO, Emans Repo malware. It's using HTML files to target Windows users. It's a Python info stealer distributed via phishing emails, contains fake purchase orders and invoices, and an HTML link leading to the actual malware download. So, article from GB Hackers has got a decent amount of information in it, including examples of the sort of emails and what you find if you hover over the links and so on and so forth. So, definitely a good write-up, worth being aware of. It is worth ensuring that whatever security visibility tooling you are using has got the relevant indicators of compromise built in, so that or you've added bespoke indicators of compromise to alert on this stuff. Hopefully, if you're using an email protection solution, it will pick this stuff up anyway, but definitely worth being aware of this one. It is common-ish at the moment. Expect to see it more commonly. So brought it to your attention because keeping on top of these things can be difficult, and this one is out there being used at the moment. There is also a very good article that I came across this morning Talking about supply chain attacks, um, in this particular case, it highlights a risk in the PyPy repositories. The issue is that the particular supply chain attack is being known as Revival Hijack, and it is effectively exactly what it says on the tin. So there's nothing that prevents the reuse of a Python package name after the original has been deleted. The the way this then works at a high level is there may well be, let's say, a useful Python package that has been installed in various Python applications or Python environments. That particular package, for whatever reason, gets deleted. The maintainers of it have decided they're not going to do it anymore, blah, 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 updated, changed, whatever it is. That name can then becomes available again. So if you are on the ball, you can spot these things being deleted and create some malware with that same name. If you're really clever, I guess, you would make it do something very similar as well. That then will get updated onto anybody who's already got it. And obviously, if people are searching for Python packages, it will still come up as being an available package. So these name reuse attacks they're not the simplest to execute. You require putting a bit of thought in. And equally, I don't think they're particularly useful if you're targeting specific organizations. But they can be very useful if you are looking at mass compromise of devices via common packages. So the only thing you can really do with this is stay alert as to what packages you are using, understand what packages you are using, and try to make sure that you keep on top of, as these things are being updated, what changes are being implemented via these. It is difficult to completely mitigate against this sort of thing because they are very effectively spoofing the original. The fix, the root cause fix for this is going to be at the other end of the supply chain at the package repository end, where something should be done to indicate that the package with this name is not the same as the original package. Therefore, nothing automated should happen. It should be clear that it isn't the same as it was previously. Some research by an organisation called JFrog. Their technical analysis has revealed that over 22,000 Python packages are exposed to or potentially vulnerable to revival hijacking, which could result in literally hundreds of thousands of developers, Python users, unknowingly downloading harmful software. Basically, all we can do about this sort of stuff is remain on top of how these things are being incorporated into your Python scripts. Just what I found. Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you, Siri, for stepping in there, but I didn't actually ask for anything. So just be careful with what you're doing. As always, be alert, and hopefully the package repositories will find means of alerting you to potential problems if you are attempting to use packages that have been renamed. Well, that's all from me for today. Hope you have a good Thursday, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow.